Hello. So I wanted to come back and just summarize my trip to Birmingham, Alabama. You see, I saw all the YouTube videos that said that the hotels, particularly the two that were closest to the courthouse that I needed to be near, was haunted. So I was like, maybe I should stay in an Airbnb. But then I said, you know what? This is the first time that I am physically in this particular city. I don't know my way around. And I know that in certain areas, if you're late, they'll penalize you. So, being that I was told that we were supposed to appear in court 9 o'clock in the morning, I said, you know what? No, let me take the chance and be at the hotel that's closest. I'll just tell them, you know what, please don't put me on certain floors because certain floors of the Tutwiler Hotel are known to have ghosts roaming around. All right. So I was like, okay, that's what I'll do. That's what I did when I got there. I asked the lady, though, I said, is it real? And she was like, I don't know. I've only been here 6 months. Right. So I said, all right, I'll take a chance. Went up in the room. They did actually give me a refrigerator because as you saw in that first video, there was no mini fridge. So they said, when I told them that I'm not used to this, they said, we can either give you a mini fridge or you can have a suite. So I decided to take the fridge. Anyway, the whole entire time there, I really don't feel as though I encountered any ghosts. When the elevators, I have to admit, because of the way they are, because it's sort of dark in there, there's light, but there's not a lot of light in there. And they seem old. They're not the original elevators from what I was told, but they still seem old. That was really the only spooky part, if you will, of the hotel. And I will say there was one time when I heard music in the elevator. The other times I did not hear any music at all. I understand that there is a musician, Hank Williams, that I don't remember if they said he died there or he used to stay there or live there at one particular point, because before it was turned into the Hampton Hotel, it was a regular apartment building, right? So that was it. I didn't feel anybody touching me or anything like that. Then another time in the elevator, I heard a moan, and I was the only one in the elevator at that particular time. It wasn't very loud. It wasn't very scary. And I just wasn't really in the mood to be scared, honest with you. I just, wrote it off as, well, maybe someone that was on the floor that was standing close to the elevator, maybe that's the person that was making that noise. I still, I wasn't really sure if it was a ghost or not. And then there was another time in the elevator, I was with someone else, and there was a tapping noise, very light tapping. But I still wrote it off as, well, the elevator is probably worn. And, sometimes when the air condition kicks in, because it was hot down there. Well, not hot. It was like in the upper 70s. So there was some air condition that was pumped during that particular time. Anyway, I just figured that's what was kicking it in. But he was like, oh, I think that's one of the ghosts. And I was like, yeah, you'll be all right. I wasn't spooked. I wasn't, and I'm the type of person that, I do not like horror movies. I don't like horror films. I don't like uh, anything. I don't mind the Holy Spirit. And, I do believe in angels and demons and things like that. But, as long as they're good to me, I'm good to go. All right. I did not hear anything in my bedroom the whole entire time I was there. My room was quiet. I did leave the light on, but I always leave the light on in the bathroom because I don't see that well in the dark, especially if I'm in a place that's relatively new to me, right? So I always leave the light on in the bathroom. But any case, I really, other than what I described, I really did not experience anything. And to be honest with you, I know this is gonna sound strange, but I was like, if this is true, I wouldn't mind meeting one of them because one of them was actually the guy that built the building. So being that I'm a real estate investor and that particular ghost is supposed to be a real estate developer, I was like, you know what? Hey, we could have a conversation, right? But that didn't happen. So part of me is a little disappointed that it's not true. Well, let me not say it's not true. Maybe the other guests that experienced these extraterrestrial uh, sightings and what have you in that particular hotel, maybe it was just something about them that the ghosts were attracted to, but I don't think they were attracted to me. I really don't. And to be honest with you, I found the guests a little bit more scary than the actual ghosts. Because there was one guy in the gym, he was like, I don't know, I'm not sure what was going on with him, but he just blurted out something like really loud and it was off color, off putting. I don't wish to repeat it. I don't remember everything, but I was like, ooh, when I opened the door and I heard him, I closed the door back and I went back to my room. I was like, okay, we got to exercise in the room instead of using the gym. But guys, yeah, don't be afraid of Hampton in, well, let me not say don't be afraid, because like I said, we all have different experiences, but I did not get the same treatment as the other people who you may see when you look at their reviews and they're screaming down the hall. I did not hear not one person screaming in the entire time. I was there from Sunday to Friday, and the hotel was packed because this was October 22nd until I don't even know when it ends, is Magic City Classic week or weekend, right? And what that is, for those of you who don't know, that's when all of the HSBCUs come together and have their final celebrations. They have a lot of networking parties, and there were a lot. My lawyer actually invited me to one where we would have breakfast with the mayor. Then there was another one where all the women entrepreneurs had a business brunch with the commissioner of Alabama. There was a real estate networking cocktail lounge event that was going on. Then there was another event for attorneys and judges in the city. If you wanted to go, even if you weren't a lawyer, you could actually go to those and just, there is a fee for those, but a lot of the other brunches and things of that nature, those are free, right? Then there was a free tailgate party. It had T.I. Too Short was supposed to be there, but he canceled, so they had Scarface to replace him. They had other free play concerts, and then they also had paid concerts. There was a gospel concert where Kirk Franklin and the Clark sisters. There was I forgot the gentleman's name, Ricky Smiley. He had a karaoke thing going on. Then they had the parade, and then they have a football game. So there was a lot going on in the city. Many of the rooms were packed to the hilt, the hotel rooms, because I booked 2 months ahead of time, and they were like, oh, we only have 8 rooms left. I was like, well, what the hell? What's going on? So I contacted my friend down there, and she says, oh no, this is big. The time that you're coming on, this is big. And if you go to court, I'm telling you, you're going to be out in like a day or two, because people don't want to miss Magic City Classic. The jurors, the judge, whatever, you going to be in and out, Lily. This is what she told me. But again, we settled before I even got down there. And the thing is because the settlement happened 1 week before, if I canceled, then I wouldn't get my money back. All right. So at least I got to meet the lawyer in person that I was working with. So that's number one. Number two, I did have to sign paperwork. So that was done rather quickly, because that needed to be signed. According to the settlement, we had to do that within 5 days. So I was able to sign the paperwork that was needed. And then also I got my money that I've been waiting on for 5 years. I didn't get as much as I would like to, but at least I was able to get that. And I was also able to pay the taxes at the courthouse and then meet the women there. It's very important. Guys, it is very important to develop a rapport with those people. And they're very nice people, by the way, very easygoing. When you talk to them on the phone, though, they can be a little rough. They can be a little harsh and a little crash. Different person when you physically walk in. Different set of people. So I know that if I do business in Alabama again, which I probably will, because I already paid as a foreign business person. I'm from the United States, but when you have a business that you set up in another state and then you do business in that state, you have to register as a foreign entity. So anyway, needless to say, I know that moving forward in the future, Alabama is definitely a place where it will be easy for me, especially after I went through all the things that I went through. It will be easy for me to do business there going forward, now that I know the rules of the land, and now that I have met various people there that will help me, that will assist me, and that will give me any issues. I don't know why it is, but for some reason, when people see your eyes, when they see your face, they embrace you more than when they talk to you on the phone. I don't know what that's about. That's what I've been told, and that is what I experience. Anyway, I got way off topic. So guys, yeah, if you have to go to court, the Hampton Inn Tutwiler is the best hotel that you can stay in. And again, I did not experience any problems down there whatsoever. Not at all. Alabama, Birmingham, from what I saw, they're the next Atlanta. All right. So that's all I wanted to share with you guys. I hope you enjoyed the tours that I gave you of the room, the tours that I gave you of the breakfast area. I did do a tour outside of the hotel, but unfortunately I cannot publish that because my lawyer does not want me to give you the details of the court proceedings yet. So due to that, I have to wait until next year, she told me, to publish that particular video. All right, so again, that's it for my travel tips.
See you next time.